in what feels like a breakthrough. There's been a publication of hard scientific evidence that's going to be impossible for the rugby authorities to ignore.
The Drake Rugby biomarker study led by Imperial College London assessed 41 elite-level male rugby union and league players and 3 female. 23% had brain abnormalities in the shape of small tears in blood vessels.
We got heads up that the results were going to come out. You know, it's been a 7-year study. Scanning the brains of elite rugby players over time, and 23% of them had abnormalities in brain structure, and half of them shows, you know, unexpected change to brain volume. Do you know what? You feel so happy that it's come out, and then it proves everything me and others have been shouting about. But this wasn't a study organised by the RFU or World Rugby. It was set up and funded by a philanthropist who was worried about what was happening in the game of rugby. These results and the publicity they're getting are a complete game changer. So I want to meet James Drake, the man behind the study.
I started the Drake Foundation in 2014 to look at brain health in contact sports players, rugby and football. I wanted to gather evidence of what was happening in the brains of players over time so that we could then make recommendations to the authorities about what extra safety precautions were needed. As a result of the work we've done, my conclusion is that elite rugby at this time is not safe as I would want to define it.
Now we've done the studies, people are opening their eyes. You know, if it was just us, people just said they're just making it up. But because it's all come together at the right time, it's actually painted not a perfect picture, that's the wrong thing to say, but a picture that actually shows the true story.
Yes, if you look at it in the context of quite a number of players now, such as yourself, Steve, who have reported brain health issues in your 40s, it becomes more than an alert, it becomes something of an alarm. The problem is this, you see, if you put a problem on the shelf for long enough, then it doesn't go away, it gets bigger. And then you find yourself having to deal with it all in one go, which is incredibly difficult. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine why the reduction in impacts in training has not been made before now. And even now, as I say, it's only recommended rather than made mandatory. That would be, for me, a common sense precaution. Yes, so more studies are needed, but we have to make decisions now. Common sense tells us that we have to act, because otherwise there'll be another generation affected. I'm sure that now many other organisations will take up the baton, basically.